What's up? What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the show. I am your host, Robin Dory, and here on Channel Redbreast, we talk about two things, and two things specifically. Hip-hop music and sneakers. That's right, shoes. So without further ado, let's get busy. We got a good one for you today. Trust. And I'm extremely happy to finally getting around to doing this episode on both notes, for the shoe segment and for the hip-hop segment. I've been meaning to do something on this artist for well over a year now. I'm finally getting around to it, and as far as the shoe segment is concerned, it's the first episode where I'm borrowing a pair of sneakers from a friend of mine. And Piper, I'm sorry, but here it is. Finally, we got the episode on your JoJo's. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Word to the big bird. Woo!
Word to the big bird.
I digress. As I was saying, I am hype willy to get this one going on my man G Watts from Kansas City, Missouri. Show you right. I've been meaning to do an episode on G Watts for well over a year, like I mentioned before. So back in the first season, I did an episode on Tech 9 on his Special Effects album, and the song was called Life Sentences. In the process of doing that song, I got introduced to a new MC that I had never heard of before by the name of G Watts. When I tell you I was impressed by this dude's 16 on Tech's song, at least to say it's an understatement. The funny story is when I got to doing the episode and the editing, like I said, I had never heard of G Watts before, so I put up a picture of him like I do in these shows. And it was the wrong picture. It was a different G Watts, different rapper, not the dude I was looking for. Anyways, point is it was mad embarrassing that I put up the wrong picture of the dude. It was actually brought to my attention by one of his fans. And I was promoting the episode, and then G Watts himself, the actual G Watts from Kansas City, Missouri, hollered at me on Instagram, and he was like, yo, much love for the promo and all that, and thanks for the love, just whatever. So me and him got to chopping it up on Instagram, and lo and behold, he's one of the coolest dudes that I've met in a while online. You know, online can be a lot of fake shit going on. People say this, people do that, whatever. But he seemed real sincere, real down to earth, and I really like him. We bonded on some Memphis Grizzlies shit. I'm more of a Vancouver Grizzlies fan because, you know.
Van City, baby.
But anyways, we talked a little bit about ball. We talked about the rap game. We talked about him coming out to do a show maybe out here. He's got some paperwork or some things got to get cleared up before he can come out here. But I'm hoping he can come out and do a show. This is a lot of extra blither blather about my man. Anyways, today we are doing G Watts. And as intended, I was going to do something off his 2018 album. But now that I realize he's got a new single out this year, just a couple months ago, he dropped on September 23rd, he dropped a single called Bad Habits. And when I tell you this song is the shabees, I mean this song is the shabees. Exactly what I expected from him. Top-notch lyricism, top-notch beat. I was really hype willy to see that he had some new material that I could do. So I'm actually going to mention a few songs off his album, You Don't Deserve This, that came out in 2018. 10-song classic album. I don't throw that term around lightly. G Watts has a classic album.
G Watts has a classic album.
It's the only one available on Apple Music, so if you go search Geewatts and peep the album You Don't Deserve This, it's 10 tracks of flawlessness. So
I'm telling you.
The album You Don't Deserve This dropped in 2018 on Caveat Records. Some of the songs that stand out for me, one called Grammys, one called Moni Soaked Me. Flawless album. In fact, he's so ahead of his time. I want to say something about G Watts right now. He's what I consider to be a top-level, top-notch writer and MC. I feel like he's the unknown Kendrick Lamar. Like he's that type of poet. He's that type of talent. Like I really dig on how he does it, on how he lays it out. It's unbelievable. His talent is unbelievable, and I feel like it's just so slept on and so underrated. I really truly hope he receives more worldwide love and attention for what he's doing, and I'm sure he will eventually. In his 2018 album, he's got a song called I Love Feminists, where he's going back and forth in like a conversation type rap with a girl. It really reminds me of We Cry Together on Kendrick's joint off his last album just last year. So I don't mean to keep comparing these two, but I'm just saying, like, G Watts is seriously ahead of his time and seriously slept on. So the least I could do is finally do a feature on him on my show, which, you know, is some small time shit, but we still gon' get it, because I show love where love needs to be shown. Now, God, with all that blither blather out of the way, the song we are doing today is called Bad Habits by the artist G Watts. We are doing G Watts' new single, so there's no album to be mentioned of, to my knowledge. G Watts, and the song is called Bad Habits. Let's get busy.
So my soul for respect, out of check, trip traps, baby, the glisten bird with it. My soul for respect, out of check. My feelings, but no, this shit is not compassion. Thought I was the last, so why these niggas stay back? No, I'm a top bottle, soon like the centerfold.
Wow.
W-O-W. Wow.
You know what I think some of my favorite shit is? When you're listening to a record of an artist that you already know and like, and they've got a feature of somebody that you've never heard of, but by the end of the song, you're a fan of a new artist. I love that shit. Oh, what am I talking about? What can I say?
I sold my soul for respect, not a check.
That was Bad Habits by G Watts, straight out of Kansas City, Missouri. Shout to you, my man. I'm really hype on that song. I'm so glad that you put that work out. I hope it's coming with an EP or an album coming soon. I'ma holler at you. Maybe you can give me some details. Let motherfuckers know how dope this song is and how dope your last album is, as in aforementioned. Putting out masterpieces, hard work, and I know what it's like to be grinding on the under. What are we gonna rate this song? Well, I was thinking 3 cigarette butt emojis out of a possible 3 cigarette butt emojis, because it's called Bad Habits. You know. So, yo, shout out to G Watts. Once again, my man, I'ma holler at you soon. Hopefully you appreciate that a little bit of love I could send your way. You are a real one. You're honestly a top-notch MC with top-notch music, and I hope it reaches a lot more people. Much love, doggy. All right, now that we've taken care of all that, let's go talk about some shoes.
Feeling like this only handful, trying to say the baby. We take tricks,
Everybody's got to check and make sure that they ain't slipping. What you got on your own feet, take a look down. Make sure you ain't slipping. Make sure you ain't tripping. Make sure everything good. Look at your feet. Make sure it's good. All right. It is shoe time, folks. You know, it's how we do on this show. Now, same as the music segment, I've been waiting way too long to do this one. And I think my homegirl Piper's been waiting way too long as well. Women's Air Jordan 2 Lows. Folks, this is the first time in the show we are going to feature a woman's shoe, so I'd like to thank Piper for lending me her pair of Air Jordan 2 Lows for this episode. That being said, we are doing the Air Jordan 2 Low Women's in the Gym Red Powder Blue colorway. Let's open them up. Let's see what they look like. Let's see what you guys think about them. You know. Wee! Dub, wow. That's actually a strikingly good looking shoe. I love the powder blue on the back. I like the thin red pinstripe, gym red pinstripe going down. Soles are dope. Classic Nike Air Jordan 2 soles. Yeah, these are good looking shoes right here. The box, classic, comes with the Jordan Wings logo. That's a classic. It's the way the Jordan 2s always come. They come in an all white upper leather, like I said, with the gym red pinstripe and the powder blue heel. Same colorway on the bottoms. Let's take a closer look at these. These are some fa-fas. Today we are featuring the Air Jordan 2 Low Women's. The colorway is gym red and powder blue with an all-white upper. The insole is powder blue with a gym red Nike Air logo branding on the inside. Very simple, clean upper, all white leather, premium quality leather when the Air Jordan 2 was originally released in 1986. They did not release the Air Jordan 2 lows until 1995. That is the first time they did a retro, put out the lows and the highs, a rerun in 1995. They did not make women's Air Jordans until 1998. The Air Jordan 2 was designed by Peter Moore, who is famously known for designing the Air Jordan 1 as well, and Bruce Kilgore, who's famously known for designing the Air Force Ones. So the guy that made the Air Jordan 1 and the Air Force 1 teamed up to make the Air Jordan 2. This pair specifically dropped in March 2023. I saw my homegirl Piper one day walking down the street with them, and I gave her props on her shoes, and she was like, "Oh yeah, thank you." And I said, "Word." I was like, "Let me borrow your shoes for the show there." And she was like, "Okay." And I was like,
Cool. Word to the big bird.
yo, I remember for the longest, Air Jordan 2s were like the plague. Like, people thought you had leprosy if you were wearing those things. But the Air Jordan 2s have been the wave. Lows, highs, colorways, women's, you know? Ugh. I think I just had to express that. How much did these shoes come out for? I believe these shoes retailed at $150, and resale is somewhere along the same lines. I was looking it up. You could get them for like $150 now. I should ask Piper what she paid for them. I'm not sure if she got them retail or if she paid resale. These shoes are dope. What are we gonna rate these? That's the question. What do we rate these shoes? We're gonna give these 2 Italian flag emojis out of a possible 2 Italian flag emojis because all the materials are sourced from Italy. Yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. These are dope. So, would I recommend listening to G-Watt's Bad Habits, the single that he just released in September? Hell yeah, shit is fantastic. Do I recommend getting yourself a pair of Air Jordan 2 Low women's in the gym red and powder blue colorway? I mean, after looking at them closely today and then seeing them on my homegirl's feet, yeah, I do. And besides, the 2s are the waves right now. It's funny how things get unpopular and then they get popular. You know, mids, 2s, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's do that. That's the final word. All right, that does do it. I would like to thank each and every single one of you Spoodle and Doodles for coming by and spending time with yours truly here on Channel Red Breast. If you enjoyed the content in today's video, please do me a favor and do that there. It really gets to helping the channel when you
Do that there.
Also, I know you guys got your own opinions on the songs and shoes that I choose to review, so leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the G-Watts. Is it the shit? Let me know what you drank about the shoes that I be reviewing. Are Piper's shoes fire? Or any which way, just let me know what you're thinking down there. Until the next episode, Patrick Swayze and Christian Slater. Nailed it.